Picking the right generator can feel a little overwhelming, right? But it's a really crucial decision, one that can make all the difference for your comfort and safety when the lights go out. So let's cut through all the technical jargon and figure out which one of these is the perfect match for you.
Just picture it for a second. You're relaxing, maybe watching a movie, and bam, everything just goes dark. The refrigerator stops humming, the Wi-Fi is gone, and you're just sitting there in the silence. It's a scenario we all kind of dread, but having the right plan, and more importantly, the right gear, changes everything. These days, losing power is so much more than just a minor hassle. It can mean hundreds of dollars of groceries in the trash. It can mean your phone dies right when you need it for an emergency, or maybe you can't work from home, your security system goes down, or even worse, critical medical equipment stops working. A generator really isn't a luxury anymore. For a lot of us, it's become an absolute necessity. So let's start with the classic, the tried and true solution that's been the go-to powerhouse for decades, the traditional generator. Think of the traditional generator as the heavy lifting champion of the power world. It's this big, robust, straightforward machine. Its job is simple: take fuel and turn it directly into a massive amount of electricity. It's all about raw power and just getting the job done.
So why would this be your pick? Well, the reasons are actually pretty compelling. First off, the power output is just unmatched. We're talking enough juice to run your whole house, a big workshop, you name it. They're also usually a more budget-friendly option up front, giving you the most wattage for your dollar. Plus, they can often run on different fuels, they're built like tanks, and the maintenance is pretty simple.
Okay, now let's completely shift gears and look at the new kid on the block. We're talking about the modern, high-tech evolution in portable power, the inverter generator.
An inverter generator is a whole different animal. It's a much more sophisticated piece of tech. Instead of just blasting out raw power, it actually goes through a few extra steps to create what we call clean electricity. Now, why does that matter? Because this clean power is super stable, and it's totally safe for all our sensitive gadgets. Laptops, smartphones, TVs, all the expensive stuff.
The advantages here are all about refinement. First, they are whisper quiet. Seriously, it's the difference between trying to talk over a lawnmower versus just having a normal conversation. Then you got that electronic safe power we just talked about. They're also incredibly fuel efficient because the engine actually throttles up and down to match the power you need, which can save you a ton on gas. On top of all that, they're weight lighter, super portable, and you can even link two of them together to double your power output. Pretty cool, right?
All right, so we've met the contenders. Now it's time for the main event. Let's put them side by side and see how they stack up in a direct, head-to-head comparison on the things that really matter. And let's start with a big one, the noise. The difference here is just, wow. A traditional generator can be roaring at 80 decibels or even more. That's literally as loud as a gas-powered lawnmower right next to you. But an inverter, it just kind of hums along at around 55 decibels, which is about the same level as a normal conversation. If you're camping or just want to stay on good terms with your neighbors, that difference is absolutely massive. Okay, let's break this down even further. Look at power quality. Traditional generators can have these little power surges that might actually harm your electronics. Inverters, on the other hand, deliver that clean, steady power we talked about. Now, fuel efficiency. This is huge. Traditional models just run at full throttle all the time, guzzling fuel. Inverters are smarter. They adjust their speed, making them up to 40% more efficient. And while inverters are the clear winner on portability, you can see that traditional generators often have a lower starting price if you just need raw, no-frills power. So with all this info sitting in front of us, how do you actually make the final call? Well, let's make it super simple. We're going to break it down into 2 quick checklists to find your perfect fit. The traditional generator is going to be your champion if your main goal is getting the absolute most power for the lowest cost. If you need to run your entire house or fire up big power tools, and to have a spot for it where a little or a lot of noise isn't a deal breaker, then this is your workhorse.
But on the flip side, you're definitely going to want an inverter generator if your needs are more about your lifestyle and protecting your tech. If you're going to use it for camping, RVing, or tailgating where quiet is golden, if you absolutely need to charge your laptop and phone safely, and if you really value fuel efficiency and being able to easily carry it around, then the modern, sophisticated inverter is the way to go, no question. At the end of the day, it comes down to this. The question isn't whether you need backup power, it's which type will serve you best. In our super connected world, that's really the key takeaway. By figuring out your own priorities, whether it's raw power or quiet efficiency, you can make a really smart investment in your family's comfort and safety.
and make sure you're never left in the dark again.